Hey garden dreamers, welcome! I got a bug in my bum to add a border to my front yard because I've been trying to grow some native grass, which consists of buffalo grass, blue grama, and some curly mesquite, but it just isn't working out too well for me. I don't have a watering system and I water sporadically. It's supposed to use less water, but since I'm not consistent with watering, it hasn't worked out too well for me. Anyway, I'm revamping that section again. So I got these metal edgers. I'm installing and adding rock to the part closest to the sidewalk. It had rained a lot 2 days before I did this, so I figured that the dirt would be softer. So I started digging out a bit and lining it with the edging. And next here, I'm going to show you my first mistake so that you don't forget this step. After attaching it like this, you're supposed to clamp it together from down here so it doesn't shimmy or move anymore by getting a flathead and pushing it through that bottom part. So again, it clamps together and it won't undo. I failed to do this part, so while we were hammering it in, it would kept coming apart. So we ended up doing it fine, but it just took a little bit longer adjusting and readjusting because we didn't clamp it. And by we, I mean me. I'm just blaming my husband here for no reason. I showed my mom and my husband the spacing I had, which was about 6 inches from the sidewalk, and they thought it was too narrow, so I widened it a bit and I ended up going with 9 inches from the sidewalk to the middle to the edging. So I had to do double the work again and readjust. And like I said earlier, it had rained a lot 2 days before this, and it hardly ever rains here. But I thought the soil would be wet and easier to pound the edging into, but it turns out I was wrong, and I still needed the muscle of my husband. So of course I got him out of the gym while he was working out so he could help me hammer this down. I mean, technically it's a workout, right? And if you noticed, I was putting pressure on one end while he hammered down the other end because in my initial mistake of not clamping the edging together, it kept coming apart, so it became a two-person job. I had to continually wet the dirt to soften it to be able to hammer the edging down further and easier. And after doing that and removing some of the dirt, we were able to get it down to where I wanted it, which was a little bit higher than the sidewalk is. As you can tell by the change in my ensemble, I was spent that last day and finished it up until the following day. I removed a little more of the dirt and left about an inch deep. Then I added some plastic that I already had, and the rocks that you see near the walkway down here, I didn't put plastic there on purpose because I have poppies, dandelions, and verbena coming out through there, and I'm fine with it. But I don't want too many weeds coming up from in between these rocks that I'm putting today, so I added this since I already had it. And in this first spacing, I just put one layer, but in the other spacing, since I had a lot left over, I doubled it up. And while I finish this up, if you're wondering what type of seed I put, this is the seed, the buffalo grass, blue grama, and curly mesquite. And it was from Douglas. This is what it looks like, and you just kind of spread it. And you saw the pictures at the beginning where it was a little green and it was nice, but again, I didn't keep up with the watering of it. We've just finished winter here, and I'm hoping it does green up again. If not, I am revamping this front yard. I'm putting more beds, 2 or 3 more beds in here, and I'm going to put maybe succulents or hearts and flowers, something more drought tolerant in the middle. And here's the finished product and my dead grass. Right next to that, I'm going to put Gazanias, and I'm going to show you here. I'm also trying to grow micro clover, and it's growing in little patches sporadically. I'm hoping it'll start spreading. Here's little patches here. And also I had a verbena that I planted, and from that one verbena, it's just spreading on its own. This one spread on its own. The ones I'm going to show you over here by the rocks, all those, these two, and the one back there, that really big one, that's spread on its own. It's growing on its own from one that I have over here, this one. Also, along this entire edge, I'm going to plant gazanias. I counted, I need about 30 gazanias to fill this space. So stay tuned, come back so you can see my front yard transform. Thanks for watching.